welcome to the Humblebeads coffee break. It's Friday. Hey! Long time no see, right guys? So it's been a minute and I'm really glad to be back. I had a great retreat in Vermont. It was super relaxing, and if you're here, say hello. I'd love to hear from you. Um, of course, there's always a delay, so I never know if anyone's watching. Always makes me nervous. All right, guys, let's get started. I am Heather Powers from Humblebeads. I'm a bead maker, author, illustrator, and jewelry designer, and your all-around creative muse. It's my job to get those beads off your bead table and into some jewelry. So today we're going to be making this design, and for those of you that have a kit, you can pull out your kit and play along with me. We will be putting this together in real time. Again, if you're here, say hello. I'm not seeing any comments yet, so that makes me just a bit nervous. I'm going to check on my Facebook feed.
On it? Just...
No, that's good. To make sure we're on live and that everything's going good. Can't believe it's already October, you guys. Today's our first cold day. I'm so excited about it. Can't even tell you. I can't even, for real. All right, so I'm here and I'm not seeing any comments on my feed here, but I'm seeing them on Facebook, so I might have to read them on Facebook as they come along. That's really strange. Let me try one more time. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'll just be reading your comments here on Facebook. So if I miss anything, feel free to comment again. Hi, Susan and Lisa and Kimberly. Ooh, Vermont was really, really nice, Kimberly. I loved it. Hi, Em from excuse me, New Zealand. All right, so this is our bracelet we're going to watch. You guys watch through to the end. I'm going to be not sharing, but doing a giveaway at the end. So you don't want to miss that. Ooh, there we go. Okay, now I can see the comments. So if you're here, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I just love hearing from you guys. Hi, Candy. I've missed you guys too. Hi, Carrie Beads. Diana. Glad to see you guys. Evelyn. Yay. All right, Teresa. Hello. So share the video so that we can get the word out about this cool little fun bracelet that's going to take us moments. Yeah, so I can see myself on the videos. I can see the videos, but there's just a delay in the comments, so post away, you guys. Anybody doing anything fallish for this weekend? We have like so many things going on. I want to do them all. So I'm going to start by making this awesome bracelet to wear. We're going to start with 4 humble beads and 5 of the glass acorns, and we have the little owl charm, and all of these can be found at humblebeads.com. I have a branch toggle, some 1.5 inch eye pins, or 1 inch, I'm not sure, they're the small eye pins. Then we have 9.25 millimeter jump rings that are etched, some little 6 millimeter rope jump rings, a bunch of teeny little tiny 11 copper seed beads, and then O beads and a bronze. So that's what we're going to start out with. All right, guys, tell me your most exciting fall thing you're doing this weekend. All right, while I put together this bracelet, it's going to be so simple, and here we go. I'm going to start with the acorn. We're going to put it on the eye pin, and I'm going to put on the little tiny seed bead. There we go. I'm going to do that for all 5 of these. I like to work in assembly line fashion. Oh, Wendy, it's Thanksgiving in Canada. Well, happy Thanksgiving. That's fun. Yeah, there's like a fall festival I want to go to. There's the farmer's market. There's, oh, I forgot what else. All sorts of things going on around within a 30-minute drive of us. I'm definitely going to the farmer's market and buying a bouquet of dahlias. Dahlias? Yeah, I'm saying it right, even though I can't keep them in my house and I have to have them outside because of my crazy cats. So, one of each of those. I'm not going to do the links yet. I'm going to go ahead and throw on the O-ring, O-bead, sorry, the O-bead, the little glass one. One on each end of the disc beads. And I have my little rainbow of disc beads here. And the disc beads are polymer clay that we make by hand. So how many of you are working on a kit right now? Oh, thanks Lisa about the nail polish. It's my favorite brand, Essie, in a pretty purple color. Okay, yeah, I can't see the Facebook comments because my comments are not working on my regular thing. Makes me sad. So if you're watching on Facebook and commenting, I will look at those after the video and catch up with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to use my one step looper. And these are from Vintage. This is the 1.5 millimeter. And I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to give myself just a little bit of wiggle room because I'm going to make these just a tiny bit bigger. After the loop is done, I'm going to expand them just a little bit just so that they'll fit over the larger jump rings that I have. And you want to make sure they're all going in the same direction, the loops with the top and bottom. And the benefit of using the one-step looper, even though I'm going to enlarge them, is that it will help everything be a little bit more consistent. Except that one got away. I'll have to fix that guy up. Lori, you're making caramel apples. Those are my favorite. My second favorite fall treat. My number one favorite fall treat is pumpkin pie. If I could just eat the filling of pumpkin pie for breakfast every day in October, I would. I like pumpkin oatmeal. That tastes delicious, made with pumpkin mixed in with your steel oats and a little cinnamon and pumpkin spice. Oops. I'm a little butterfingery. Candy, you've made 3 of these bracelets. Yes, I love that. Make sure to share them in our group so that we can see them. I would love to see your variations. And if you're new here, guys, the Humblebeads VIP party group is the place to be. That's where we share all the extra fun stuff. Everyone shares their creations with us. And I have to say, looking through and seeing your jewelry creations just like makes my day, you guys. I love it so much. Okay, now I'm going to go through. Okay, so Carrie has a great question, and I will take a second to answer that because it's an important one. So, Carrie, there's 2 tricks to getting it as close as you can. Oops. Okay, so if I use a bigger bead, like her question is, how do you use the one-step looper and get the loops as close as you can to the bead? Okay. So what you want to do is you want your bead to be as close to, oh, make sure I'm in, as close to this little piece right here, that little, it's kind of a guide right here. So as close as you can get it to that, and then you're going to push it. And this one, it didn't close all the way because I'm working with a larger bead, and you're going to find that with the larger beads, you'll find that a lot. So if you take this, there we go, and I'm going to take my pliers and just turn it a little bit to close it up. That's just what you're going to have to do. Now, if I, on my little beads that I have here with the acorns, and I put the little tiny bead, I'm going to be able to get that loop a lot closer because it's a smaller bead. The smaller the bead that you use on the end, the closer you'll be able to get it to the loop, or to get a tighter loop. Sometimes when I'm doing the smaller beads, it just works out perfectly, and sometimes I need to come in with the pliers. Again, it's just one extra step. It still helps keep the loops really nice and even. So that's my tricks that I have for you. And I'm going to go ahead and clean these up. Okay. Yeah, homemade pumpkin pie, Sheila, that's next level. That's like, my great grandma used to make homemade pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving. And I just eat the store ones. I am not a snob when it comes to pumpkin pie filling. I'll take any. Okay, so I'm just making both of these loops just a little bit wider on both sides so that they'll fit through, or not fit through, but fit on the larger jump rings. Oh, there's a big craft show too that I wanted to go to. That was the other thing I was thinking about. But it's in the opposite direction of the fall festival that I want to go to. And I have to decide which of these things Jesse would be willing to go with me and no one else, because everyone else in my family has colds. So I may just be going to the farmer's market this weekend, which is still good. Just not as exciting. I wanted to pretend I lived in Stars Hollow and live my best Gilmore Girls life this weekend. Anyone else? Anyone? Okay, so just going through, widening up these loops on each of my little links here. Not the most exciting thing to do, but they will help your links slide on the jump rings much easier. Ooh, guys, and I found a new tea. I have to tell you about it just because I love sharing good things. It's, the brand is Good Earth, and it's called Sweet and Spicy, or Spicy and Sweet. I can't remember which one. One of those, but it's a very autumn tasting tea, but like the main flavor is cinnamon, and it is just delicious. I think I had to order it because they didn't have it in my town. I discovered this on the retreat in Vermont, and I had to order it so it would be here by the time I got home. Oh, you know, priorities. Okay, I'm almost done here. And you want to make sure you get your loop inside the little seed beads so that it doesn't roll away on you. Okay, now I'm ready to start putting things together. I'm going to look at my bracelet one more time to make sure how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to start. Okay, oops. So I'm just going to lay it out here real quick so that I know what I'm doing. Because sometimes they don't. Okay, so I'm going to do, oop, and I can see my little guy is loose on this side. Okay. Just laying this out because I would totally mess up the order that I was going to put these in if I didn't do this, because that's just me. And I made this bracelet to fit me, so it may be a little long on you. Just remove one of the links. You can decide which one you want to get rid of. Okay. Looking again. All right. So I'm going to do my toggle part first. Okay, looking through your comments real quick. Oh, a farmer's market tea. Pumpkin pie sounds great, Ellen. Apple cake. Oh my gosh, with apples you picked last Sunday. Oh, guys, I love all these. Yes, Carrie, I have cracked beads doing this too. That's why I'd rather have a little bit of extra room on the bead than, on the wire, than get too close to the bead and crack them. And Lisa, yes, my pliers are Lindstrom's, very old and well loved. Okay, so on the toggle part, the little branch, I'm going to use 2 jump rings, and that is so that the toggle bar will lay flat underneath the ring. So use 2 jump rings on the toggle bar ends. And these are the little 6mm jump rings. Make sure I close that up nice and tight. I wish I was more of a baker. I'm just not. I bake beads, and that's it. Who has time to bake goodies when there's beads to make? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to throw on my first acorn. And I'm going to make sure I'm doing this according to my pattern. Yes. And you want to make sure your little loops are, your jump rings are closed nice and tight. Okay, I'm going to put this down just a little bit so it's not so out of the way. Okay, now these big jump rings, I like to hold my pliers like this so that they're parallel with the ring and open it. If you do it like this, you're more likely to mar up the surface of that etched jump ring. So just a little tip for you there. Doesn't always work. Sometimes the beads are too big, but there we go. Yeah, I tend to mark up the jump rings less when I open them and close them this way. Lesson hard learned after messing up fancy jump rings. But if you do mess up fancy jump rings, the trick, if you have a little mark on there, is to take your vintage buffing block and buff them so that there's a little highlight shine on them. So you would just take your buffing block and then it looks like it was done on purpose. No one knows. No one knows. Except for you, my friend. Okay, just moving right along through my procession of beads that I have here. So alternating between the acorn and the disc bead. And this is a kind of bracelet you can just whip up in a half hour and wear it out the same day. I've seen a few of them that people have done like all one color. Susan, I'm looking at you. That was really cool. She used a little squirrel charm at the end, which was just so on point. So you can do lots of variations of this. I also saw, I can't remember who it was, but they did it with disc beads and a little flower at the end, so it was very gardeny, which I loved that too. Lisa, these pliers, both of these pliers are Lindstrom's, and I think these are fine, is what they're called. And the nice thing about Lindstrom pliers, guys, they're a little bit pricier, but they do have a lifetime guarantee, and the company does honor that guarantee, because we did have a pair once that broke, and they did replace it. So, you know, they stand by their stuff. Okay, getting to the end here. We have a little artist soup and soup supper tonight at the art center, and planning on going to that. And so I'll be wearing my owl bracelet and the little leaf earrings that I made and showed in my Humblebeads VIP group today. Ooh. Do you see what I did? Put it on backwards. Good thing I caught that. Well, not like it would have been a tragedy to have to turn it around, but nice that I caught that. And I have had these pliers, guys, for over 10 years, and I use them all the time. They're my main pliers, so I really highly recommend them. Cool Tools is a place where I've bought tools before. They have great prices. Or Rio Grande is another one. Okay. All right, last one here. Then I'm going to throw on my toggle, and then I'll be able to wear this. Ready to roll. Oh, I got to put my owl on too. That's easy enough. Okay. Gonna throw on my little guy here, the little 6mm jump ring. And then if I'm going to do a dangle on a bracelet like this, I do it on this jump ring. So whenever I do a dangle on a toggle bracelet, it's always on the part that you're, let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yep, okay. Gotta make sure I'm following along with what I say. Yeah. So if I'm going to put something dangling, it's going to be on this side. In between the bead and the toggle loop. Okay, here we go. Got it done. All right, so there's my bracelet, you guys. I'm gonna wear that out tonight. On the town, living my best Gilmore Girls life. Here are the earrings, in case you didn't see them. I'm just pulling them out of my ears. So I did the wire leaf and did a little wrap at the top of the leaf. And if you look back through my videos a few weeks ago, I did or maybe a few months ago, I did a necklace with a leaf that had a bird on it. And so this is the same technique, but instead of doing a bunch of wraps, I just wrapped twice, hammered, and then did, strung on my disc bead, a spacer. These are one of the large hole rondelles, roller beads, sorry, and then another spacer, and then I just did a little loop at the top. So these were super simple and easy to make, whipped them up in minutes. I used the 18 gauge twisted wire from Vintage for these, added a little bit of pizzazz to them, and so that's that. All right, guys, let's see, we have to do a giveaway. Got my earrings back in. Bum-ba-dum. Okay, so the giveaway, guys, it's only going to be from Facebook comments, because that's where I'm at, is on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, not YouTube. I'm not going to be able to see the YouTube comments, so I'm going to give you a minute while I take a drink of my sweet and spicy tea out of my pumpkin mug. So good. Cinnamon tea. Highly recommend it. Okay, so my question is, oh yeah, gotta think of a good one. All right. What is the name of the brand of pliers that I used? I said it a few times. You don't have to spell it right, but the first person that types the name of the pliers will win a $30 gift certificate. Thank you, Wendy. I'm glad you're here watching. Yeah, so first person to answer the question will get the $30 gift certificate. Oh, Carrie Beads, you're paying attention, listening? So please email Jess at mrhumblebeads@gmail.com. Yeah, mrhumblebeads@gmail.com. Carrie and Jess will send out that gift certificate to you, and you can spend it this weekend. All right, you guys, so starting on Tuesday, we are going to be doing our Bead Table Tuesday, starting in October. I was going to do it this week, but didn't quite get there. So Bead Table Tuesday, Tuesday at 3 o'clock, we're going to be doing the Vintage October box opening, unboxing. I can't wait to see what Jess is putting there for us. Different Jess, not my Jess, but Jess Lincoln. So we'll be doing the Vintage VIP box on Tuesday, and then next Friday we'll have our coffee break at 3 p.m. and that is going to be a little roundup of new beads. Jesse's been working on faux tin pieces, and I have been working on beads from the retreat that I will be sharing for sale next week. So that's it for this week. Oh, before I go, let me tell you about the retreat, if anyone's still here. Registration for the retreat is open. It's going to be November 3rd through the 5th. It's going to be bead making. We're going to be making metal ginkgo leaves and doing lots of jewelry projects. You can sign up for that today. If you guys want to place orders today, we have a free pair of check glass leaf beads that will be in every order, big or small. if you place an order today, you'll get a pair of check glass sleeves in a green and a copper color. They're really pretty. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. It's a short little video today, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy something pumpkin-y.